we're gonna get into a topic, man. We've been getting sent a video recently. It was a pastor that was speaking on, why men have a hard time opening up to women in terms of expressing how we feel, what we're going through, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna play it. I want to get y'all response.
His body trusting her. It's talking about his heart trusting her, because we are about our hearts the way you are about your bodies. I want to know, are you safe to love? I want to know, can I trust you with love? I want to know, if I tell you my secrets, will you respect me in the morning? Am I the only man in here? Where are my brothers at? I want to know, if I tell you what it was really like to grow up in my house, will you not act funny when we go to the family reunion? Or will you sit up there with your lips all swole up and create a problem for me because you can't control your emotions? And I want to know that if I tell you what really happened in the house, will you, in a fit of anger, turn on me and use what I told you in a moment of weakness against me? Because if you do that, you're telling me that I cannot trust you. And you teach me to shut up. Every time you betray my trust, you seal in me another layer of silence. And when I scream, I die screaming, and you can't hear me, and you never know why I died, because you taught me not to talk to you when you use my talk against me. Emotions. You say we have no emotions, you haven't got a clue. We got emotions you never even saw. We got screams you haven't heard. We got poetry that's never been written. We've got love shut up in our hearts and in our minds and in our guts, our bowels, our loins, that never reaches you. Because you cannot hear the language we speak.
T.D. Jakes was the pastor. I just want to get that name out. But just thoughts on what he had to say.
I respect it. Powerful. That's real, man.
I wish they would have kept the damn music out the damn background.
Yeah, no, that shit was too loud, man. If y'all gonna put the music in the background, turn it down, bro. Make it super low, man. How the music the same volume as his speaking? Come on, man.
Yeah, I think that's crazy, man. And that's real. A lot of us open up to our woman, man, and boy, she'll use that against us, and then it's over.
It's over.
And what's crazy is it's not over. It's not over for you. It's over for the next 3-4 women we date. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think just men in general are just terrified to be vulnerable. Especially with our woman, because our women look at us as superheroes. Let's just keep it, stack a stack. So when they do that to us, it's like, okay, I gotta maintain my superhero status. I can't show vulnerability. I can't show weakness ever again, because I don't want to feel that way again. Men expressing ourselves is just a vulnerable issue, period. It's hard to do. It's just hard to do, whether or not it's between men or especially to our woman, who again is supposed to look up to us, who we supposed to be leading, who we supposed to be providing guidance and counsel to. For her to take that in a fit of rage and just throw it back in our face, because, women are emotional. Let's just call a spade, and they get a pass for being emotional. When they get mad, most women can just say what they want to say. Mm-hmm. And men are just going to take that to the chin. Oh, she's a woman. She's just having an emotional moment. She's just this, she's just that. But, with men, it ain't the same way. What we say cuts her, and she going to throw it in our face for years. In terms of, you really felt like I was da-da-da, or I'm like this, or I'm like that. So whereas a man, we just got to take that tongue lashing and just keep it pushing. So when a man opens up to you and speaks on vulnerability, like I done seen situations where dudes done talked about, abuse that happened to him in the past, and chicks will bring that up in an argument, or just different things like that, or they'll break up and she'll go online and get to telling all type of secrets, and it's just like, fam, like all this man cheat on you, you gonna try to go out there and cut him at the deepest point you could possibly cut him at. So it's things like that just keep men from opening up to women as we should. And this is another thing. Men actually want to open up to our women. We do. But again, a lot of us just don't feel that it's a safe space. I hate using the clubhouse word, but a lot of us don't feel like it's safe to do it because we don't ever want our woman to be able to hold it over our head at all. You know, we done seen it in all angles, the way even if a dude fall, you know, on hard times or whatever, and he have to live with his girl or something like that. Argument come up, well, get out of my house. Or argument come up, well, you know, before you got that job, you was sleeping on my couch. It's just things like that. And it's just like, well, damn, like you supposed to be the person I can tell anything to, but I can't. So just like Smooth said, that's going to affect how we move in our next 3 to 4 relationship. And it's sad that they got to suffer for it, but I mean, it just is what it is. So that was my thoughts hearing it, bro.
Can you ever really open up like all the way?
Yeah. Yeah, through trust and going through shit with somebody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Problem is women be wanting that from the beginning. You ain't getting that. You know, that take years to build. That's why a lot of women be jealous of their man's friends, kind of like their friendship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That took years to build, baby. Something that you would never know nothing about. You know, well, I ain't gonna say never, but right now once you don't know. There. You know, you can get there through years of us going through things and, you know what I'm saying, us facing things together and all that type of stuff. But most women don't understand that because most women don't really have true friends. Like real true friends, like ball and fall, put them in the ground friends. You know what I'm saying? Most men have that, even if they lonely as far as like with women. Most men have that one friend that they know, you know what I'm saying, they're going to put me in the ground. And that's the man that know it all, or that's the crew of friends that know everything about them. You know what I'm saying? And women get jealous of that, you know, or they don't want to take the time out to learn it. You know what I'm saying? To understand how we actually think and breathe and how we walk out here. You know, so that's what I feel about it.
I know it's not all women, of course. It's not all, but time and time again, we've talked about how men cannot express themselves to their woman. And I think women need to really listen and pay attention to the things that men are saying today. Because in the past, a lot of men would shut down or not say anything, or when they do say something, they lashing out, acting super aggressive or whatever, because so much has been built up. So I think today women need to sit back and just listen. Sometimes men just want to be heard. Mm-hmm. Not saying that we don't even have to agree sometimes. That's okay. Sometimes we just want to be heard. We just want you to understand what we're going through. We want you to understand sometimes, baby, you're not right. I love you, but you're not right. Sometimes I'm just trying to get this off my chest, or it could be something small that's been aggravating me, but every time I bring it up, you shut me down. So then you wonder why, you know, you want to talk about something and I'm like, I'm good. I'm okay, babe. Because you have not created that opportunity for me to open up to you. Because anytime I bring it up, you shut it down. So going forward, that's just how I'm going to operate. But then you'll get a lot of women that's going to say, well, that's because you ain't picked the right woman. Or no, a lot of y'all are doing it. That's just what it is. Let's talk about that. A lot of women are doing that. A lot of men are complaining about not being heard. So it's either man becomes an asshole, or he shuts down, or he's too emotional. So now he's too emotional for you. For the man that does open up, now he's too emotional for you. So those type of men don't know what to do, because when he does express himself, you call him a mama's boy, or he weak, or he whatever. It's always something getting thrown back in his face. And in some kind of way, they're going to try to deflect and make it, well, you got to man up and be a man. Every man don't operate that way. A lot of men are still learning themselves. A lot of men are going through a lot of shit and just don't understand it. They looking for that one person that could be that safe place for them. They boys, they can maybe come to their boys, but they may not have a relationship with a woman outside of like a mama or something, or a grandmother, whoever. They want some type of solid relationship with a woman, and sometimes it's hard to find that with women. That's what a lot of men go through. So then you wonder why the man isn't emotionally vulnerable to you. And it's because you haven't created that environment for him.
Here's a question. Even if a woman did create that environment, do y'all genuinely feel like a man would open up to her all of the way?
Not at first. Not at first. That take time, man. That's just like if you know what I'm saying. That's just like with us men meeting a new person. You know what I'm saying. Meeting a new friend. That's a man. Like you know what I'm saying. Of course we're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna see. You get what I'm saying. And through time, you know what I'm saying. We see they solid, they trustworthy, and all that. So you can, you know what I'm saying. Y'all start talking a little more. Same thing with your woman, bro. You know what I'm saying. That take building. You know what I'm saying. Because we grown now. It ain't like I grew up with this woman. You know what I'm saying. Because when you growing up with the woman, that's totally different. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna go through some things. But if we grown, which most people are, that listen to the show, watch the show, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it take to keep somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know what's sacred to you. You know what I'm saying? How would you feel you told your man your secrets and he go tell his friends or he blurt that shit out during family meetings and all these type of things? How would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Would you ever tell him again? Would you ever tell your friend again if they did that? You wouldn't do that. Yeah, so that's what that's all I'm saying. Like you just got to create that space and understand who you're dealing with. A lot of women they'll say, "Oh shit, I ain't found nobody like that." Well, that's just the men that you do attract. You know what I'm saying? You done dated 10 men and ain't none of them ever opened up to you. You need to look at yourself.
Not one.
You know what I'm saying? You need to look at yourself or you need to look at the men that you are talking to, that you are involved in. That's my thing about it.